Hello and welcome to Gaudet Field in beautiful and warm Middletown, Rhode Island on Wednesday evening, September 28th. It's Salve Regina University field hockey. The Seahawks hosting Dean College Bulldogs in a non-league field hockey matchup between the 3-4 overall Salve Regina University Seahawks and the 0-7 Dean Bulldogs. Seahawks are coached by Jennifer Foster out of Bryant University in her 17th year as a Seahawk head coach. Her assistant is Cecilia Negron, and captains are Lauren Foster, niece of Jennifer and Sean Foster, and Kaylin McHugh. Head coach for the visiting Bulldogs is Megan Baker. Her assistant is Erin Johnson. Captains Zoe Coleman, Jada Fields, and Mackenzie Fillion. Seahawks carrying the ball downfield. Georgia Costello gets the ball in the front. And right away a penalty corner for the Seahawks. Shannon Kennedy with the play on the feed in from Georgia Costello. Tonight's camera operator is Taylor Sterling. And our live statistician is Presley Boyes. Kennedy from the top. The drive comes back out. It's a warm night here at Gaudet Field in Middletown, Rhode Island. Bulldogs now with the ball at midfield. Rachel Conrad had it taken away. Up it goes to Georgia Costello. She sneaks it around Meredith Landers, the junior from Littleton, Massachusetts. Now Kennedy with her back to the goal. Seahawks will get the ball out at the top of the 25. Sent in by Kaylin McHugh, one of two Seahawk captains, Lauren Foster and Kaylin McHugh. Kaylin, a senior from Spencer, Massachusetts. Costello, save by Mackenzie Fillion. Another Seahawk penalty corner, resulting from the ball popping up. And Costello will set the penalty corner for Salve Regina, number 11. She is a freshman from Northeastern Massachusetts. Goes to the top right corner. Kicked away by Fillion. Coming in with it is Grace Murphy. Whistle and another penalty corner for the Seahawks. We are just over 3 minutes into the contest. Clock stops on every penalty corner. So already 3 stops. Third penalty corner for the Seahawks. Costello from the near side. Kennedy with the drive. It goes up and over the stick of Kira Spedin, sophomore from Bolton, Mass. So Seahawks will start from out at the 25. Grace Murphy carrying it, crossing. Emily Frazier with the drive. Now the Bulldogs get a chance to clear. Nice stop by Shannon Kennedy. And she's whistled for the violation. Frazier. And in. Kira Spedin from Shannon Kennedy. Kira Spedin with the game's first goal. That was on a nice cross from Shannon Kennedy. Coming at 11:53 on the clock. Seahawks with the 1-0 lead. Kennedy outruns the ball there. But it'll be Salve Regina ball as Kayla McHugh sends it up to Shannon Kennedy. Down the near sideline in front of the Seahawk bench. All Salve Regina players standing. Ten and a half remaining in the first quarter. Costello will set up another penalty corner for the Seahawks. It's from the far end line. Frazier back into the middle for Kennedy. McHugh with a swipe. Frazier again battling. And Frazier will get a free start. Whistle and a turnover. Kennedy trying to get it through. Loses her stick on the backhand swing. Madison Gilbert with a swing and a miss, but gets the recover. Kennedy with the drive wide. Shannon Kennedy, a junior from Royersford, Pennsylvania. Seahawks have 3 seniors on the team, 2 of them in the starting lineup. Captain Kaylin McHugh and goalkeeper Casey Phoebus. She has not seen much action in the early part of this contest. Salve Regina with the 1-0 lead. Third senior is a defenseman, Sophie Beauchesne. She's also a member of the Salve Regina women's lacrosse team. Beauchesne from Nottingham, New Hampshire. Penalty corner started. And the Seahawks turn it over. Now at midfield for the Bulldogs. Carried there by Alex Marie, senior from Danvers, Mass. Maggie Hansen with the takeaway for Salve Regina. Now Frazier. Hansen again. Frazier, long drive, trying to connect with Costello. Ball goes out. Back onto the stick for Meredith Landers. McHugh and Conrad battling. And McHugh sends it up ahead to Shannon Kennedy. Her drive, kick save. Another drive in by the Seahawks. Another save for Fillion. Whistle goes in favor of the Bulldogs. Drive there from Sydney Ramos. First year from New Bedford, Massachusetts. And a first opportunity from Maeve Ledwith, the junior from Franklin, Mass, to get some action. Checking in for the Seahawks is number 9, Ashley Lefevre, junior from Westford, Massachusetts. Seahawks get another penalty corner. This coming with just under 7 minutes remaining. 6:55. Costello again with the set. Kennedy with the drive. Stopped by Fillion. Cross in from Elizabeth Clark. She gets it again on the wing. Looking to send it in, but it's back out. Whistle against the Seahawks. Ashley Harvey, a freshman from Newmarket, New Hampshire, checking in for the Seahawks, number 1. Julia Decker and Hannah Bevilacqua. Decker, a freshman from Newton, New Jersey. Bevilacqua, a sophomore from West Barnstable, Massachusetts. Both seeing first quarter action. Seahawks with the 1-0 lead. On an early goal from Kira Spedden, with an assist from Shannon Kennedy. Bevilacqua carrying it just wide. Nora Slattery checking in for the Seahawks. Number 7, freshman from Old Orchard Beach, Maine. We're seeing first quarter action also for Reagan Dobratz, junior from Plymouth, Mass, for the Bulldogs. Coach Forster getting lots of Seahawks into the contest in the first 15 minutes. We're under 4 minutes and counting. And another penalty corner for the Seahawks. Last game of September for Salve Regina. Coming into this contest with a 3-4 record overall. Trying to end a 2-game losing skid after beating Gordon College 4-1 and LaSalle earlier than that 4-0. Dropping to Simmons 2-0 and University of New England 4-1. Spedden's goal coming at 3:05, a lapse in the contest, accounting for the 1-0 score. Up in the air and knocked away. Seahawks get another penalty corner. It'll be started by Hannah Bevilacqua, number 21. She's on the far side. Goes to the near top. Ashley Harvey with the drive. Turning on it. Kennedy in there. And the shot across the front of the goal. Just missing from Ashley Lefebvre. That ball gets loose and away. Recovered nicely by Bella Gannon. Kennedy carrying it. Kicked away by Fillion. She's still battling. Kennedy with a few more swipes at it. It'll be a clearing opportunity for the Bulldogs. It's a warm night here at Gaudet Field, but most of the crowd did come with jackets. I don't see anybody wearing shorts out there, just one. Very little breeze out here as well. Bulldogs get it again across midfield. Loose ball picked up by Lefebvre. Seahawks will get another penalty corner. It'll come from the near side. Hannah Bevilacqua getting it started. Ashley Harvey sees it kicked away. High stick. Another penalty corner for the Seahawks. Bevilacqua will set it up again on the near side. Number 21. She went to Harvey the last time. Goes to the top center. The cross from Lefebvre. Getting away from Gannon. Bella Gannon, a freshman from West Yarmouth, Massachusetts. Another penalty corner for Salve Regina. 43 seconds on the clock in the first quarter. Salve Regina leading 1-0. Bevilacqua up to Lefebvre. Lefebvre with a drive. Stopped. This one cleared out by Madison Gilbert. Seahawks will start at the 25. Clock still running with 25 seconds remaining. Lefebvre Sending it inside. Out of play. Bulldogs will set it up. Out wide, a nice poke away by Hannah Bevilacqua. Time expires in the first quarter. Salve Regina with a goal from Kira Spedding. Take a 1-0 lead after the first 15. We'll be back after a short break.
Really good students come to Salve, but they leave. It just really changes the world.
I love Salve so much, and I love the connections that I've made. You're more than just a number, you're a name at Salve.
The 4 years have flown by so quickly. I think it's been a really great experience.
It's probably a cliche to say that Salve is a family, but it's a very, very true thing to say here.
They encourage you to just be yourself and not follow the crowd. Like if you're a person who does not want to follow the herd, you have all the
Welcome back to Gaudet Field in Middletown, Rhode Island, Wednesday evening. A 7 o'clock start here at Gaudet Field. Seahawks with 1 goal in the first quarter. That coming from Kira Spedding. Bulldogs will get it started here in the second quarter. No shots thus far for the visiting Dean College. In there for the Seahawks. Georgia Costello scoring the second goal for Salve Regina. First of the second quarter. Coming with just 27 seconds elapsed in the period. So Seahawks take the 2-0 lead. Again, Casey Phoebus all by herself on the west end of the field. Hasn't seen a shot yet, but is enjoying seeing her teammates. Pepper Mackenzie Filion with plenty of shots. Filion, the junior from New Bedford, Massachusetts. The Seahawks will get another penalty corner, and Casey Phoebus, a senior from Souderton, Pennsylvania. Costello will set the penalty corner, going straight to the top for Kennedy. Her drive just wide. Costello was there to clean it up, but it got past the right side of the goal. This is lifted in the air. Kaylin McHugh giving it a chase. Now Maeve Ledwith bringing it back for Salve Regina. Ledwith retreats while Kaylin McHugh sends it ahead for Costello. She's got it in the corner. Now coming across. Strong cross. Gets through every player, Bulldogs and Seahawks. And a strong clear from Sydney Ramos. Ramos and Sydney DePaulo. DePaulo, a junior from Smithfield, Rhode Island. Getting a good push for the Bulldogs. But now the whistle will send the ball in the other direction for Salve Regina. Kennedy has a loose ball. Free shot, gets the rebound, sends it wide. Maggie Hanson able to keep it on the attack for the Seahawks. Grace Murphy draws the whistle. By my scorecard, all but 2 position players saw first quarter action for Salve Regina. Salve with 3 goalkeepers. Casey Vibas, the starter, still in play. Bryn Prothero and Lauren Basteri also goalkeepers on the Seahawks squad. Costello will set another penalty corner for Salve Regina. Just under 11 minutes remaining in the second period. 2-0 the score. Salve Regina leads. Spedden and Costello each with a goal in first and second periods respectively. Thanks again to Taylor Sperling on the camera operation and Presley Boyce on the live stats. Costello with a high grab. Her cross to Kennedy and in! Shannon Kennedy from Georgia Costello. Three 0 Salve Regina. Costello coming down the right side with a good cross. Kennedy waiting for it, finishing. And the Seahawks commanding 3-0 lead. "20 minutes into the contest. Kennedy back at it. Into traffic, Frazier. Swing and a miss there. And she'll clear out. Frazier bringing it back in. Looking to slide it down into the slot for Kennedy. That shot coming from Elizabeth Clark, the junior from Franklin, Massachusetts, draws another penalty corner for the Seahawks. Costello will set it up in the far side. Non-league field hockey action, Division III for Salve Regina and Dean Frazier. In there! Emily Frazier. Making the score 4-0 Salve Regina. That came right from the top right side. Frazier with a strong drive. Score is 4-0 Salve Regina. Just under 9 minutes remaining in the second period. Seahawks make it 5. Shannon Kennedy. For Kennedy, her second of the game. Spedden, Costello, Kennedy, Frazier, and Kennedy again. 5-0. 8:20 and counting in the second period. Shot is wide. This is the second all-time meeting between the Seahawks and the Bulldogs. Going in similar fashion as the first all-time meeting. It was September 14, 2019 here at Gaudet. Seahawks finished with a 13-0 victory. Leading here 5-0 with 7:15 remaining in the second quarter. So in less than 6 quarters, Seahawks have an 18-0 all-time score against the Bulldogs. Another penalty corner for Salve Regina. Spedden hands off to Costello. She'll go to the far side. Set the penalty corner for Salve. This comes to her near side. Loose ball after the ball sent in by Grace Murphy. Now Frazier cutting in her backhand. And whistle before the ball crosses the line. Under 6.5 minutes remaining in the second. 5-0 Salve Regina. Shannon Kennedy with a pair of goals. It was just a 1-goal lead after 15 minutes, and Seahawks have tacked on 4 goals in this period. Kennedy with 2, Costello and Frazier also with goals for the Seahawks. Maggie Hansen with a stop there. Up ahead to Costello, and she gets by. Has a 2-on-1. Takes the shot. Ball loose and returned in. Seahawks score again. Shannon Kennedy with the hat trick. 3rd goal for number 3. Replay of Shannon Kennedy's 3rd goal. Assisted by Kira Spedden, number 10. Coming at 24-24 for a 6-0 lead. Still in the first half. Seahawks leading 6-0 here at Gaudet Field in Middletown. Looking to end a 2-game losing skid. One non-league against Simmons College, the other in Commonwealth Coast Conference play against University of New England. That was following a season opening, conference opening win against Gordon College on September 17. Just wide of Bella Gannon. Sophie Beauchesne, senior from Nottingham, New Hampshire, seeing action at defense. And then just a reset of this start of the play for Bella Gannon. She goes up the line. Sophie Beauchesne. Nice feed to Ashley Harvey. Harvey sends it ahead. Stop there. Well done by Ramos. Excuse me, Madison Gilbert. Sophomore from Sandbompton, New Hampshire. LaFave nearly had the takeaway. Draws the whistle. Sophia DePaulo. And setting up the free play for the Seahawks is Maeve Ledwith on the far side. Surveying, going up the line, finding Harvey. Harvey again, we're under 2 minutes in the second quarter, first half. Julia Decker crossing it. Finding Hannah Bevilacqua. Penalty corner for the Seahawks. One goal in the first quarter, 5 goals here in the second quarter. 6-0 lead for Salve Regina. Penalty corners are 15-0 in favor of the Seahawks. Harvey with the drive. Finds Bevilacqua stick. Bella Gannon gets it started. Lefebvre with the stop. Now carries it in. Taken away by Meredith Landers. Continued ahead by Jada Fields. Julia Decker on the far side. Sending it towards the circle. Cleared out by Landers. Whistle stops the clock with 5 seconds remaining in the first half. Salve Regina with a 6-0 lead and gets its 17th penalty corner. To Lefebvre at the top. Her drive, finding some air and cleared away by Gilbert. Keeping the score at 6-0 Salve Regina as time expires in the first half. Salve Regina with 1 in the first, 5 in the second. Leading Dean College 6-0. We'll be right back after intermission. And welcome back to Gaudet Field in Middletown, Rhode Island. Second half action in field hockey non-league between the Seahawks and the Bulldogs. Seahawks have 6 goals, 1 in the first quarter. It was Kira Spedden. And then erupting for 5 goals in the second quarter. Bring it into our announcer. And in the second quarter, Georgia Costello got the scoring started. Just 26 seconds into the quarter. Then she assisted Shannon Kennedy, the first of 3 goals from Shannon. Emily Frazier scored. And then 2 more from Kennedy. 1 assisted by Costello, the other by Spedden. 6-0 the score. And starting at goalkeeper in the second half for the Seahawks is number 30, Bryn Prothero, sophomore from Glastonbury, Connecticut. She may experience the same thing that Casey Phoebus experienced in the first 30 minutes, and that was no shots on goal. Seahawks already putting pressure on the Bulldogs here in the second half. Mackenzie Filion, the junior from New Bedford, Mass., seeing all the action for the Bulldogs. Here they come now. But turned away. Emily Frazier goes with the backhand. Kennedy now up ahead to Spedden. She crosses. Good clear. But Kennedy with the backhand. And a penalty corner for the Seahawks, as Meredith Land is unable to clear it out. Clock stops at 13:15 as Costello steps up the penalty corner for the Seahawks. Costello to Kennedy. She crosses it to Frazier. Another cross. McHugh looking to get it up. She does, but over. Grace Murphy was in there as well. Murphy, the freshman from New Boston, New Hampshire. Nice stop from Elizabeth Clark, sending it back in for the Seahawks. Kennedy with a shot, save. Frazier sending it in, comes back out. Whistle and a free play for the Seahawks out at the 16. And a score for the Seahawks. Shannon Kennedy with her 4th. We may have a correction on that goal scorer. Thought it was Shannon Kennedy, but getting a different signal from the official table down on the field. Nonetheless, it's 7-0 Salve Regina. And they will get another penalty corner. Costello will set it up from the near side. Has McHugh nearest. Sent in by Grace Murphy. Off of McHugh, so turnover for the Seahawks. Spedden with the stop over to Kennedy. Kennedy's drive kicked away by Filion. The clear goes wide, out of play in front of the Seahawk bench. Murphy will get it started for Salve Regina. Into Clark. Now Spedden. Maggie Hansen will get a new play started for Salve Regina. He rolls it along to the far side. Now Frazier sweeping with the backhand. Sydney Ramos carrying it up until Murphy stalls her, but possession back to the Bulldogs and then sent over the end line. Nine, 10 and counting here in third quarter action. Seahawks with a 7-0 lead. 6 in the first half, 1 here. Kennedy carrying it at the top. Straight ahead save by Filion. Spedden. And a kick away of the shot from Elizabeth Clark. Filion with the save. Spedden. Stopped by Filion. Clark trying to get it in there. Strong clear from Sydney Ramos. Maggie Hansen sending it back in for the Seahawks. Now Elizabeth Clark. Whistle against the Seahawks. Bulldogs will send it the other way. And out of play. Going to get started for Salve Regina on the far side is Kaylin McHugh. Seahawks will get the ball. It was loose and came up on a Bulldog's foot. Once again, whistle against the Bulldogs. Elizabeth Clark will set it. Sends it into Emily Frazier. She gets a Snakes her drive through into the circle. Madison Gilbert. Long clear to the left side for her. Maeve Ledwith centers it. Maggie Hansen sends it up ahead. Coming to the near sideline at midfield. Grace Murphy. Now Ashley Harvey. Costello with the hard shot. Knocks the stick out of a Bulldog's hand. Alex Marie recovers. Under 5.5 remaining in the third quarter. Salve with just the one goal in this period. Adding on to a 6-0 halftime lead, now leading 7-0. Costello with the cross. Knocked away. Strong clear for Rachel Conrad up the right side. That's the first ball, I believe, over the end line on the Salve Gold side. Lauren Foster will get the start in this play. Going up the middle. Seeing Melanie Bamber on the field for the first time here in the second half. Freshman from Nantucket, Massachusetts. So all position players have seen action in this contest for Salve Regina. And Casey Phoebus playing the first 30 minutes in goal. Bryn Prothero, goalkeeper here in the third quarter for Salve. Neither Casey nor Bryn have seen a shot on their goal. .32 shots overall for Salve Regina. 23 on goal. 0 shots for the visitors. .15 saves for Filion. Harvey sends it in just wide, but a penalty corner for the Seahawks coming up. It'll be Hannah Bevilacqua. She'll have Julia Decker, Izzy Mastino, Melanie Bamber, Bella Gannon, Ashley Harvey, and Ashley Lefebvre. Harvey with the drive. Good save for Filion, number 99. .234 and counting here in the third quarter. Nora Slattery applying the pressure. Now Izzy Mastino working with the ball, cutting back. Getting a new play started. Into Decker. Now Mastino. Taken away by DePaulo. Foster from the sideline in front of her bench. Up ahead to Harvey. Harvey with a nice stop. Harvey again. Inside to Decker. Just wide. 90 seconds remaining in third quarter action. Salve Regina with a 7-goal lead, 7-0. Had 6 at halftime. Just 1 in the first quarter, but 5 in the second quarter. Lefebvre. And a penalty corner for the Seahawks. Clock stops at 1:10. Bevilacqua with the set for the penalty corner. Goes across to Lefebvre at the top. Whistle and a turnover. Going the other way for the Bulldogs now. Under a minute. Kick save by Filion, but a penalty corner for the Seahawks. Clock stopping at 44 seconds. Bevilacqua with the set. She goes for the top for Lefebvre. Her drive kicked away and cleared by Zoe Coleman, the senior from Warwick, Rhode Island. Decker. Stops and sends a ball in. Stays active. Now a strong clear for the Bulldogs. And the period ends as Sophie Beauchesne able to keep any attack away from the Bulldogs. Salve Regina with 1 goal in the third takes a 7-0 lead as we head for the fourth here at Gaudet Field in Middletown, Rhode Island. We'll be right back.
Best music compilation.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Gaudet Field in Middletown, Rhode Island. Non-league field hockey action between Salve Regina University and the visiting Bulldogs of Dean College from Franklin, Massachusetts. Seahawks have a couple of players from the area around Dean College. Maeve Ledwith, number 5, a junior from Franklin, Mass. And Elizabeth Clark, also a junior from Franklin. Both starting in this contest. That shot goes off the side of the cage. Taylor Sterling on the camera operation for this live stream. Thank you for joining us here on the Salve Regina University Network on YouTube. And live stats provided by Presley Boys. All the stats in favor of Salve Regina University, offensively anyway, and no saves registered thus far for the Seahawks because no shots against. 37 shots for Salve Regina, 7 goals. 22 corners for the Seahawks, none for the visiting Bulldogs. Fouls are relatively close, 20 for the Seahawks, 14 for the Bulldogs. Shannon Kennedy puts another one in, making it 8-0 for the Seahawks. Here in the fourth, 13:21 on the clock. Three years ago here at Gaudet Field in early September or mid-September, September 14th, 2019, Seahawks facing the Bulldogs for the first time in field hockey, finishing with a 13-0 win, now leading 8-0 here in the second ever meeting between the two schools in field hockey. And first-year goalkeeper Lauren Basteri looks to be warming up on the sidelines with assistant coach Cecilia Negron. We'll look for her to see if she might get some action here in the fourth quarter. Casey Phoebus started for Salve Regina. She did not see a shot. I think most of the action seen by the Seahawk goalkeepers is coming from on the sidelines during their warm-ups. As the Seahawk offense have just kept the pressure on. Grace Murphy getting it started for Salve Regina. All the way ahead to Shannon Kennedy. She gives it a chop and draws the whistle. Up the middle trying to clear it is Madison Gilbert. Sophia DiPaolo leaves it for Jada Fields. At the 30, Fields will get it started for Dean College. The cross is loose. Julia Decker able to come away with it. Loses it off the sideline. It'll be taken by Zoe Coleman. Right in front of her Bulldog bench. Knocked out of play by Elizabeth Clark. Coleman again. Grace Murphy up ahead. Decker with it. Keeps it in play. Carries it along the sideline. Now cutting in. Sending it to Kennedy. And a whistle, it'll go the other way. Clock stops, and we will have a goalkeeping change. Lauren Basteri will check in at 10:23 remaining in the fourth quarter. Casey Phoebus played the first 30 minutes. And Bryn Prothero, 15 minutes of the third quarter. And 4:37 here in the fourth. Gives way to Lauren Basteri, the freshman from Lancaster, Massachusetts. Maggie Hansen controlling the play. Leaves it for Lauren Foster. One of two Seahawk captains, Foster and McHugh. Lauren, the junior from Foxborough, Massachusetts. Shannon Kennedy with the sweep. Trying to find Ashley LaFave. Good read by the Bulldogs. Taking that pass away. It's Sydney Ramos. And a whistle for a player down on the field. Reagan Nobrats will check in for Dean College. And getting attention on the sidelines is Meredith Landers. .8:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. And the players will do a jump ball, I believe, or a drop ball. Out at the 40, it's Costello for the Seahawks. Costello comes away with it, drawing it against Sophia DePaulo. But a whistle against the Seahawks gives the Bulldogs an opportunity on the offensive side. Molly McFillin, the first year from Berryville, Virginia. Clark draws the contact. And a card issued to Sydney Ramos, number 11. She'll take a seat near the scorer's table down at midfield. As Ramos was called for the infraction, colliding with Elizabeth Clark. Now Julia Decker able to put it into the middle, and now a penalty corner for the Seahawks. Clock stopping at exactly 7:30 remaining, halfway through the fourth quarter. Georgia Costello will set the penalty corner for Salve Regina. 8-0 the score. Salve Regina with one in the third and one here in the fourth, holding an 8-goal lead. Costello going across to Lefebvre at the top. Lefebvre's drive in, scoring for the Seahawks. Number 9 from number 11. 9-0 the score. Salve Regina. On the penalty corner, Seahawks successful. Ashley Lefebvre with the goal. It was the 40th shot of the night for Salve Regina, 30th on goal, 9th goal of the game. Seahawks with their 23rd penalty corner, none so far for Dean College. Clock running under 7 minutes. 6:46 and counting. Emily Frazier from the far corner area. Frazier forces that off of a Bulldog, and coming up is Bella Gannon. Gannon right there again. Bevilacqua sends it in. Double digits for the Seahawks. Number 21 with the goal. Hannah Bevilacqua. 10-0 Salve Regina. 5:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Salve Regina University women's volleyball is also in action tonight. It's a Commonwealth Coast Conference battle between the Seahawks and the visiting Leopards of Wentworth Institute of Technology in the CCC. Bamber gets the turnaround, and Bevilacqua looking for another shot. Harvey. Her drive stopped by a Bulldog. Now Slattery trying to send it in. Frazier with the drive off of Bevilacqua. Bulldogs will send it the other way. Under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Salve Regina with a double-digit lead, 10-0. Kaylin McHugh now on the far side. Nice takeaway for Sophia DiPaolo. And a stop for Maeve Ledwith. Bamber to Bevilacqua. Saved by Filion. Exactly 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Filion doing a nice job following that puck. Spedden losing her stick. Draws the whistle, and the Bulldogs will have possession. Hard swing, but topping the ball, giving Spedden an opportunity to carry it in. Heading towards the goal, trying to cross it to Bevilacqua, and the Seahawks get another penalty corner. Clock stopping at 3:19. Bevilacqua will set it up on the far side. She'll have Mastino, Harvey, Frazier, McHugh, Bamber. She goes to Harvey. Her drive just goes wide. Clock continues to run, closing in on 3 minutes to go. That's popped in the air. Nice pull down for Zoe Coleman. Sierra Cardenas, a senior from Warwick, Rhode Island, giving chase for the Bulldogs. Out in the corner, Bamber. Whistle. Bulldogs will start the play the other way. 2:22 on the clock and counting. That's lifted in the air. Unable to come down with it, so the Seahawks will have the ball going the other way. Trying to come through is Ashley Harvey, but taken away by Ramos. Ball gets the midfield for the visitors. Harvey there to pick up the loose ball. Sends it ahead to Bamber. Coleman will have a chance. Sending it wide. Slattery up against three Bulldogs. Now Ramos for Dean College. Ahead to DePaulo. DePaulo got spun around. Whistled. Slattery sends it over to Mastino. Mastino carrying it all the way in front of her bench, down the sideline. Draws a late whistle. It did hit her. And we are under 40 seconds remaining. Actually, possession for Mastino and the Seahawks with a 10-goal lead. Penalty corner for the Seahawks, stopping the clock at 19 seconds to go. 10-0 the score. Seahawks looking for one more. Bevilacqua will set the corner for the Seahawks, and she'll stay on the far side. Mastino, Harvey, and Frazier. Frazier with the ball. Hesitates, and it's taken away by Ramos. She sends it up the far sideline, and it's out of play. Clock will continue to run, and we will see zeros before the Seahawks put the ball in play. But plenty of zeros in the final score. Salve Regina 10, Dean College 0. Seahawks with a win in the second ever meeting between the two schools in field hockey. First one was 13-0 3 years ago. 10-0 here on Wednesday, September 28, 2002 from Gaudet Field. Seahawks with 10 goals, doing most of their damage in the second and fourth quarters. Just 1 goal apiece in the first and third quarters. 5 in the second, 3 in the fourth. Leading scorer for the Seahawks, Shannon Kennedy. We'll have to check on what could have been her fourth goal. She did add another one after that, so she does have at least 4, if not 5. She had 3 goals in the second quarter, and we'll check on the third quarter goal that we gave credit to her early on. But the final total is 45 shots for the Seahawks, 34 on goal, 23 saves for Filion, Mackenzie Filion. And penalty corners were 25-0 in favor of Salve Regina. 1 defensive save for the Bulldogs. 19 fouls for Dean, 28 fouls for Salve Regina, and a yellow card drawn by Sidney Ramos. Seahawks win again, 10-0 as the teams exchange high fives. Thanks to Taylor Sterling on the camera work and to Presley Boyce on the live stats. I'm Ed Habishaw. Have a good night, everybody.